Imagine packing your bags in just a few months because your Australian permanent residency got approved faster than you ever thought possible. Sounds unreal, right? In this video, I'm going to show you the fastest PR visa pathways in Australia for 2025 and exactly how thousands of people are cutting years off their migration journey. This isn't guesswork. It's based on real updates, real visa changes, and real success stories. Stay with me because your fastest path to Australia might be just one decision away. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, it's great to have you. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button because today we're talking about something that could seriously change your life. The fastest and most reliable ways to get Australian permanent residency in 2025. With so many visa changes happening right now, this is the best time to start your journey. And if you've got any questions along the way, drop them in the comments below. Let's get straight into it. It's great to have you here today. We're diving into something that's on the minds of a lot of people right now. How can you get permanent residency in Australia as fast as possible? In 2025, with so many changes coming to visa categories, salary thresholds, and eligibility requirements, this is the best time to update your plan and act fast. So let's walk through the fastest PR visa pathways in Australia for 2025 and how you can make the most of them. Australia is currently going through one of the biggest reforms to its migration system in years, and that means both new opportunities and new challenges. In 2025, the Australian government is placing a strong focus on attracting skilled workers, especially those who can contribute to priority industries and fill regional gaps. This means faster pathways are opening up for people who are strategic and well-prepared. So if you're looking for the fastest PROS options this year, you're in the right place. Before we jump into specific visa subclasses, let's clear up something important. There is no one-size-fits-all when it comes to Australian permanent residency. The fastest route for you depends on your background, your occupation, your English level, where you're willing to live, and whether you have a partner with skills or sponsorship opportunities. That said, there are definitely some pathways that are generally faster than others, and we'll break those down clearly so you can identify the one that fits you best. First up is the Skilled Independent Visa Subclass 189. This is a points-tested visa and doesn't require a job offer or state nomination. It's a direct PR pathway and very popular. In 2025, the criteria for this visa have become more competitive. You need a high points score and your occupation must be on the list of those in demand. If you're in a high-demand occupation and have strong English skills, a good age range, and solid work experience, this could be a very fast track to PR. But be aware that competition is tough, and people with lower scores are unlikely to receive invitations quickly. Next is the Skilled Nominated Visa Subclass 190. This visa requires nomination from an Australian state or territory and gives you additional points towards your application. This route is usually faster than 189 because states can directly invite candidates in occupations they urgently need. Some states are very proactive with this, especially if you're already living there or working in a critical sector. If you match the criteria of the state and can demonstrate commitment to living there, your immunization could come through quickly, which means faster invitation and quicker process. Then we have the Skilled Work Regional Provisional Visa Subclass 491. This visa is not permanent straight away, but it leads to PR after you've lived and worked in regional Australia for a set period, usually 3 years. This is a very strategic option because many regional areas are experiencing serious skill shortages and are fast-tracking nominations. If you are open to living outside the big cities and can find employment in those regions, you'll find that this pathway is one of the fastest even. Though it technically takes a bit longer to get to prep, it's often quicker to be invited and to get started on the journey. Employer-sponsored pathways are also among the fastest options in 2025, especially under the Employer Nomination Scheme Subclass 186. This visa has two main streams, direct entry and the temporary residence transition stream. If you already have an employer willing to sponsor you and your job is on the new core skills occupation list, you might qualify under the direct entry stream. The big advantage of this pathway is that you can go straight to permanent residency with a clear process and strong employer. Lawyer support the government has reduced experience requirements in some cases, and processing times are faster when employers are compliant and documentation is complete. Another key change in 2025 is the introduction of the new Skills in Demand visa. This visa replaces the old temporary skill shortage visa and comes with new features and requirements. One of the most significant changes is that the work experience requirement has been reduced from 2 years to just 1 year. This means that more skilled workers are eligible and can get into the system faster. The visa also includes several streams, such as core skills, specialist skills, and a labor agreement stream. Depending on your background, you might qualify for a specific stream that offers faster processing or an easier transition to PRA. This visa is expected to play a big role in the new migration strategy and is designed to be a pathway not just to work in Australia, but also to secure permanent residency through employer nomination. Then there's the National Innovation Visa, which replaces the Global Talent Visa. This pathway is aimed at people with outstanding achievements in sectors like tech, health, science, academia, or innovation. Unlike before, you no longer need endorsement from the Prime Minister's Special Envoy, which simplifies the process a lot. If you have international recognition in your field and can demonstrate your value to the Australian economy, this pathway could be extremely fast because the processing is streamlined. Combined, and the competition pool is different from standard skilled migration. Now let's not forget the partner visa. This route is often overlooked when talking about fast pathways to PR, but it is very efficient in many cases. If you are married to or in a de facto relationship with an Australian citizen or permanent resident, you may be eligible to apply for the partner visa. This is a two-stage visa, starting with the temporary partner visa and progressing to the permanent one. But depending on your situation, both visas can be processed together if your evidence is strong. Processing times can be short, especially when compared to competitive points-based skilled migration. So with all these options, which pathways are actually the fastest in practice right now, based on current data and reports from applicants and migration agents? The fastest processing times are usually for Employer Nomination Scheme Subclass 186, especially the direct entry stream, when the employer is experienced and documents are in order. Skilled Nominated Visa Subclass 190, when the applicant's occupation is in high demand by the nominating state and they meet the specific criteria. Partner Visa, and the relationship evidence is very strong, and the sponsor has no complication skills in demand visa, especially for applicants using the core skills stream with recent relevant experience and job offers. National Innovation Visa for individuals with global recognition and achievements in their fields. To make your journey faster, there are a few important things you can do right now. First, improve your English score, because this can dramatically boost your points and your chances in competitive streams. Second, get your skills assessed early by the appropriate assessing authority. This step can take time and causes delays for many people. Third, choose your state or territory carefully and check their current nomination criteria. Every state has its own list and rules, and some are much more open to Northern IT now. Nominations than others. Fourth, make sure your employer is registered and compliant if you're going for an employer-sponsored route. Fifth, gather all your personal documents early. Police checks, birth certificates, health examinations, and references should all be ready when you apply. Delays here slow down everything. Another factor to consider is income thresholds. From July 2025, the core skills income threshold has been raised to over 76,000 Australian dollars, and the specialist skills threshold has increased to over 141,000 Australian dollars. That means if you're applying for a visa that requires employer sponsorship, your salary must meet those minimum levels. Otherwise, your application won't be eligible. These changes reflect Australia's focus on attracting high-quality skilled migrants and reducing exploitation in the workplace. Also keep in mind that visa application charges are increasing from July 2025. This applies to most permanent and provisional skilled visas, including Subclass 189, 190, 491, and employer-sponsored visas. So if you're in a position to lodge your application soon, it's a good idea to do so before the price hike kicks in. Let's take a quick look at a real-life example to understand how someone might navigate this process successfully. Say you're a registered nurse with a degree, strong English, a year of work experience, and a job offer in regional Queensland. Your job is on the skills and demand list, and your employer is happy to sponsor you under the direct entry stream of the employer nomination scheme. You prepare all your documents, get your skills assessed, apply for the visa, and within a few months you receive your ROA. Permanent residency. This is not just a dream scenario. This is happening to real people right now in 2025, especially in health and regional occupations. Another case is a software developer who scores well on points but doesn't get an invitation for 189. Instead, they apply under the 190 stream through the state of Victoria, which has a high demand for tech workers. They meet the state's nomination requirements, get the nomination, receive the invitation, and are granted PR much faster than waiting indefinitely in the general pool. So as you can see, success in the Australian PR system in 2025 depends on strategy, timing, preparation, and flexibility. The fastest pathways are available, but you have to act fast, meet the criteria, and follow through with the right documentation and understanding of the system. That's it for today's video on the fastest PR visa pathways in Australia for 2025. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. And if you have any questions about your specific situation or want to share your experience, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and all the best with your journey to Australia.